Hello everyone, welcome to the Saturday stream playing some Marvel Strike Force. Today we're going to be continuing to slog through Dark Dimension 3. We're going to be hitting some Ultimus 7 nodes as usual. I'll try to mix up the team comp so that we get some interesting stuff going on. I'm also planning on hitting some more of the the new Do More campaign nodes. So I am excited about that also. Really looking for some more of the gold equipment for Bio, because we're trying desperately to get Carnage to T14 for the purpose of pushing farther into DD3. So we'll see how we do with that. But that's where my head's at the moment. Just get this set up here. Yes, so I can see chat from there too. Okay. Cool. Nice. Alright. So first things first, I'm going to... We're doing alright in war here. Let's take a look and see if they need us before we do anything else. Also want to make sure I have something there. There we go. Alright, let's see what we've got going on here. Oh, bridge is open. Let's take a look at that. I feel very comfortable picking my power armor team into this Hydra team. That's a good use for them. So let's scroll down. We've got our 313k power armor team. We're going to fight this one out. Alright, we're going to put this up to 3 speed. Barrier everyone with rescue. We're going to... I'm going to ability block Rifle Trooper. Alright, here comes what should be the bigger play. Alright, so first things first, we're going to clear negative effects and apply immunity to self and allies, along with offense up. Then we're going to apply defense down to everyone, which will now make Red Skull vulnerable. We're going to pop off for a huge attack with War Machine. Nice big attack there. Now, because we got that defense down on Red Skull, he's going to take damage. We're also going to use Falcon Speed Up here. We're going to delete Red Skull with Iron Man. Hey, Rico! Good to see you, my brother. How are you? Was really glad I was able to catch your stream today, man. It was a good stream. Alright, so now we'll finish up the last Hydra Minion, and that'll be a win for this attack. Basic attack, oh wait, through here. Glad you're doing well, man. Really glad you're doing well. How's the family? Hey, Bezaruni, how's it going? Alright, before I get into Ultimus 7 or Dark Dimension, I want to try to hit one more war attack here for the Alliance. This Marauders team is a little scary looking. I'm not sure who I have left. Let's take a peek. I already used up my X-Men. They would have been a good use there. 328. I can't pick Guardians into them. They're not going to be able to take them. I might be able to do a hodgepodge team. And that might actually be worth doing. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's go with Black Bolt. Yo-Yo, who will make sure we don't have a protector on the team. She'll give offense down rather to every enemy on their turn. We'll pick Minerva. And then who else do I want? It's 185. Why don't we bring our Ultron to the party also? You're talking about Minerva or Yo-Yo? Who did you hear about? And then, You know, I actually think I'm going to pick Star-Lord to feed Minerva energy. Which is why this placement is important, because he feeds energy, ability energy to adjacent allies. Black Bolt just does a ton of damage, and he has an amazing passive that increases health and other stats for himself and inhuman allies, which will include Yo-Yo here. In addition, his passive, whenever an enemy gets below 25% health, he gets a pretty big auto attack against them, which is huge. Yeah, Minerva is the best healer in the game. She's a god tier character. She's just really, really good. She also deals AoE damage to enemies based on the percentage of their health. Hey, Dudash, how's it going, man? Good to see ya. Always happy to see you in the stream. So we're a little bit on the low side here. This is a little bit of a punch up, but this is a pretty strong team comp. So I think, yeah, I know you love Star Wars. It's like I summoned you. You weren't here, and then I picked Star-Lord, and you were here. It was great. I think we're gonna be okay. I believe in this team. I think we're gonna be okay. So the team we just put together, not Star-Lord. Minerva and Black Bolt are both god tier characters. Yo-Yo's a demigod tier character. This is a strong team. I'm not going to be able to get around Strife here to get to Mr. Sinister. But what I can do, I can try to... Alright, we blinded Ultron. That's not bad. Mr. Sinister's gonna clone one of our characters. I just hope it's not Black Bolt or Minerva if I have a choice. Right, Rook pops in when you're talking about Wampa. Absolutely. It's exactly like that. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to ult here, which will deal damage to enemies based on a percent of their max health and put bleed on them, which is great. We're then going to use Black Bolt Special, which is really strong, but Strike is a really tough protector, so it didn't do too much to him. We're going to throw some buffs on our characters from the minions that Ultron summoned. Some speed up, some offense up, and some regenerate here. And then we're going to get a big shot from Ultron on Strife here, hopefully. Yeah, that was a big shot. That's what I'm talking about. Yo-Yo tickles everyone. She didn't do much damage. My Yo-Yo isn't a super high power level. She's really on the team only because of her ability to put offense down on people. Alright, so we took out Strife. Now we can get to Mr. Sinister, and I want to try to get him down before he clones. I don't know if we'll get to do it. Hey, Optimus! How you doing? Dr. Zeppers! Glad to see you guys. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get him before he clones one of our characters. Yeah, everybody's here! We're gonna have to plug MGA once I get through this fight. Alright, we don't need to revive anyone, so I'm gonna save Minerva Special. Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay here. Bam. I think taking out Mr. Sinister right there may have just guaranteed that we win this. That was good. All the cool kids. I like it. Alright, we're going to drop Ultron. He's going to revive, though. Oh, you know what? I'm actually not going to target him with Ultron yet because it would be a waste of his ult. I'd rather put it on Sabretooth here. And then just basic attack Ultron down. He gets the revive. That's fine. Now we can finish burning him down. This is for Alliance War. This is an Alliance War fight. It's a little bit of a punch-up. It's a little bit of a punch-up, too. But I used very strong characters, so it didn't matter that they were a little underpowered. They're trucking through this pretty easily. I'm just going to basic our way through the rest of this. It's not even a problem. Bye. Nice. Alright. Alright, we'll jump into the raid next. We'll do some Ultimus 7, and then we'll hit Dark Dimension 3, and then I'll probably jump into the new Doom War campaign, and we'll try to hit some of those nodes. Floating emojis, yes, I love it. I love it. I love my emote wall. It's my favorite toy here. We hit a milestone. What we hit? Good, good. How am I doing on Emma? Yeah. I'm definitely going to star up Emma from the milestone event, which is nice. Alright, so next thing, let's jump into raid. If you guys want me to hit the beta raid, I will. I don't know that everyone necessarily loves watching that. I can do it, it's not a problem, but I definitely want to hit the Ultimus 7 right now. Alright, raid C1. Grab my note over here. Cyber's been softening him up for me, which is nice. I'm not going to use Asgardians. Who am I going to use? I'm going to use Black Bolt, who I adore now. So glad I just unlocked him during the most recent event. I'm going to use Carnage. I'm going to use all 3 symbiotes because they're really strong. So I'm going to use Carnage. I'm going to use Symbiote Spidey. Oh, I don't want him there, though. I could put him there. That's fine. Symbiote Spidey. I'm going to use Venom, who I have favorited up here because I've been working on him a little bit. And for my last character, I'm going to use Minerva, just because she'll give us sustain and some big AoE damage is nice. So that's the team I'm going to use. Yeah, definitely. Keep popping the emotes. I am very happy to have you guys spam emotes. Alright. Like I said, Oron already softened these up a little for me. We're going to drop bleeds on Pyro here, though. You know what? I think I may actually basic attack my way through this node. He really did pretty well. He got halfway through the node. So I'm just going to conserve cooldowns on this first node. Hey, Shara! Good to see you. Gang's all here. It's like busy night tonight. I like it. Yeah, we're just gonna basic conserve cooldowns for the second node. You guys like my swanky haircut? I did it myself. I'm also wearing a new shirt. I made the executive decision that to try to snazz up my stream a little bit, I bought a bunch of Marvel t-shirts. This is my new Marvel shirt here. I'm gonna be wearing a bunch of them on the coming streams. I got 2 X-Men shirts. I got this shirt. I already have an Avengers shirt, so I'll mix it up now. It'll be a fun little thing. Treating myself. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You can hear my daughter in the background. Hair Brothers? I like it. I've been cutting my own hair for 12 years now. It's a simple cut. I just shave it all down, so I feel like it's silly for me to spend the money. I have a buzzer. I do it myself. I do feel like a weight is lifted when I do it, though. Oh, yeah, you gotta get one, Shara. I just picked some up from Target. They were actually pretty affordable. Let's go ahead and slow these guys down. You want Carnage to be your first target through these, because otherwise, if you let Carnage take advantage of all the negative effects that the team can place on you, he can do tons and tons and tons of damage. Really? I didn't know that, Shara. You don't have targets in Canada? Yeah, we'll hit everybody with her AoE, which will also heal Black Bolt a little bit. Carnage should bleed to death, so I'm actually going to take my target off him. I'm going to burn Doctor Strange next, because I don't want him to resurrect anyone. Yeah, that'll do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to spread these effects from Juggernaut. Will he bleed out? Maybe one more basic attack and I'll feel confident he will. There you go. Alright, so now we're going to basic Symbiote Spidey, put some defense down, chain around, which is nice. Juggernaut bled to death. Put a little more damage on Venom so that he will also. Just shy, maybe one more basic. There we go. Alright, good. Alright, we're far enough along now that I think we should be able to basic attack our way through the rest of the node to conserve cooldowns. It's the only place you can find the Flash stuff for your youngest when he was really into that. Honestly, these days I do most of my shopping online. One more basic. There you go. Alright, he'll bleed out. And now we'll just basic the rest. Now that I don't have to worry about Carnage. Oh, thank you so much for the cheer. Thank you, thank you. The biddies, I love it. Thank you very much, Dudash. What emote is that? Something attack? I haven't seen that one before. We got a couple more Ultimus 7 nodes. We're going to do this boss node here. And then we've got these two. I'm not going to refresh energy in the raid right now. So once I get these three done, we're going to move on to Dark Dimension 3. And I'll continue banging my head against that wall. And then after that, we'll jump into the Doom War nodes. Is anyone here particularly excited that Cyclops is now farmable in the raid store? Just me? Anybody? It doesn't even really matter to me that much, and I am excited just because I adore Cyclops. Honestly, though, joking aside, I'm really excited about the Blitz changes. I think they're so long overdue. Probably not as excited as me. That's fair. That's reasonable. Hold on. There we go. All right. Had to momentarily mute because the dog was barking. One of the dogs, the big one. The big noisy one. There she is again. Can you guys hear that in the background? I'm never sure what the mic will pick up outside of the office. Alright, if it becomes a problem, I'll momentarily mute again. Oh good, I'm glad it's not as overwhelming as it is in real life. That would be Java. Java is a 100-pound pit bull. Sweet as sugar, but when she starts yapping, she is a loud doggo. So I started the Doom War campaign, Shara. I got pretty far in it. I actually just beat 1.7. I haven't 3-starred everything, and 1.7's my big focus right now because it gives the superior marrows that I will need to get Carnage to T14. Oh, we just lost Minerva. That's upsetting. We're probably going to have to attempt this node. But I did beat node 1.7 today. I just need to now 3-star it. I've been focusing on increasing Yo-Yo's power because I think she's really important for that node. Because she, on every enemy's turn, she gives them offense down as long as you don't have a protector on your team. And I'll talk a little bit about the comp I'm using for that. But it was actually recommended to me by Stamp, so I can't take credit for it, but I'm happy to share it to pass it along. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure Carnage drops for this, because even if we have to come back to it, I don't want to have to deal with him again. Nice passive kill from Black Bolt there. Yeah, there goes Black Bolt. We're gonna have to at the very least, heal Minerva. I don't know if we'll bring Black Bolt back up yet, or if we'll just move on without him, because he's not intricately vital. Or maybe I'll just mix up my team meta for the next node. That's fine too, or the next attempt on this one. Extend the duration of the bleeds. Nice, dropped him. Minute left. I don't know, we might make it through. It's going to be a little tight, but I think we might be able to do it, actually. Symbiote Spidey's passive has been doing a lot of work healing everybody. Oh, healing the 3 symbiotes, at least. It's going to be close. We'll spread that stuff to... Oh no, I guess he wasn't directly next to him. That's unfortunate. Kill him. 20 seconds. I don't think we can do it. It's gonna be tight, but I don't think we can do it. He might bleed, so we can try turning on Iron Fist. Put bleeds on him. Yeah, we're not going to do it. That's okay. We'll be able to snooze the second attempt on this one, get through it quickly, move on to the next one. I think I'm just going to change the team comp rather than spend the energy right now on Minerva and or Black Bolt. We'll keep the symbiotes because they're working out really well. I'll probably throw in Hela because she can spread their debuffs, which is useful. So we're going to take out Black Bolt. We're going to throw in Hela. We're going to take out Minerva. You know, for the giggles, I'm going to throw in Mr. Sinister. Mr. Sinister can be nice in these raids because you can end up cloning, like, whoever your worst nightmare on the team is and then use them against them. And because in a lot of these nodes you have to deal with Carnage and or Venom, you can pull them over and then have another symbiote on the team, which is nice. It is nice. Nice. Because then Symbiote Spidey's passive will still heal them and stuff, which is cool. So... It's not going to matter for this node, but for the next node, it'll come in handy, and he'll get the ability energy potentially, depending on how quickly I finish the last two in this node. Yeah, we're just gonna basic attack, conserve our cooldowns for the next node. That's one, and then this will be two. Bam. Come on. One more basic. Cool. Bluestacks is slowing down a little bit. So, Shara, you said you've been having some trouble. You haven't had much success with the Do More campaign yet? Let me just see what's going on with this sound here. I don't know why it's so grainy. Alright, we're just not going to use it because it sounds like garbage. Alright, so we're going to come in this next node here, same team, and go from there. I am working on getting some sort of radio bot in here. I haven't done it yet. I'm actually open to suggestions if any of you really particularly like one. My only caveat is I'd like it to be something royalty free. I've actually been looking into, I think it's Monster Cat. Oh, Shara, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I'm always so humbled by how supportive you guys are. It's really awesome. I really, truly, deeply appreciate it. So yeah, I've been looking into Monster Cat. I think supposedly they're really like streaming focused, and they have royalty free music. So my goal is, I likely won't have it for tomorrow. For the werewolf stream, which we don't really need because there's a lot of talking and that's what people are focused on, but my goal is for Monday's stream. I'd like to have that set up maybe. I don't know if you need, I'm guessing you need a separate bot to pull from Monster Cat though, so any of my streaming buddies, feel free to weigh in on that. You know, maybe we'll switch to, you know what I may do after this fight, I think before we jump into DD3, I'm going to try reloading Bluestacks quick. I just want to see if it improves the performance a little bit. And I'll probably close. I've got Nox in the background because I was going to do a quick switch between this account and the baby account after we wrap up everything in this account, but I think I'm going to actually close Nox because it may be slowing things down a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna just murk Drax there. I don't find at my power level for this team, I don't find that any of these characters are really a problem that need to be focused down too quickly, so I just sort of hit them based on what makes the most sense at the moment. You know, you don't have a massive priority like you do with someone like Venom. Here is going to become my priority. But Drax taunts, so we have to deal with Drax first. That's fine. I'm going to throw some bleeds on him, and then we'll try to spread him. Make him useful. Some more bleeds. Bleeds. Can I actually... Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Nope, we're just going to basic him. Basic. Come on. There we go. We're going to spread these, so we'll just kill the... Why don't they spread? They're next to each other for sure. That was weird. I'm going to have to look into that. That's the second time that happened. And it's not a resistance thing. I don't know what's doing it. Alright, we're going to basic Venom here. I'm going to clone Venom, potentially. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and clone Venom. Boom. 2 Venoms on the field now. We'll immediately drop some bleeds on the enemy Venom. Kill him. Yeah, definitely I'm going to need to close Nox, and I'll take a look. We'll just restart Bluestacks quick. It should solve the problem. It does most of the time, at least. We'll take most of them out from the AoE on that one, and then we're just going to basic attack our way through the rest of the node. Alright, cool. Easy victory. Nice, and then we're going to reload this quick. Quick, like. Alright, close this. Close. Then we'll close Nox in the background. Yes. And then we'll relaunch Bluestacks. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. We'll unmute that. Yeah, right. Yes, there's someone I worked with doing my job as a geologist who said something I'll never forget. He said, failure is human. If you must fail, fail gracefully. So my goal in life is not to avoid failure because failure is unavoidable. My goal in life is to fail gracefully. That was something I always enjoyed. We're doing pretty well in the war there, Shara. I'm feeling good about this one. I think this one's going to be a cakewalk. I don't want to jinx it, but... I feel like the last 2, I think, were kind of rough. That it was just like... We were never gonna win either of those, but this one I'm feeling better about. Alright. Only because my campaign energy is getting kind of full, I'm gonna actually do the campaign nodes now and then jump into DD3. So let's jump into campaign here. So we have the new Doom War campaign that launched during the last patch. Right now we only have the first chapter of the campaign available. There's 2 more chapters coming. I think I can safely speak for most people when I say that we're pretty happy with the rewards they included. We weren't sure for a minute because originally they just said mini uniques will be farmable, and we all got really excited, and they're like, just kidding, it's only 1 chapter, and we were like, it's going to be skill gear, isn't it? But it's actually a pretty good mix of gear. So here you've got superior damage catalysts, useful pretty much across the board, no complaints there. You've got isochronal compounds for mutants here, which is great. I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of this because I'm trying to get Colossus here to T14. And you also get the Superior Health Catalyst, which is nice. You got SBCs here. This is the Superior Encoded Data. There's not a lot of great skill people, so that's a less important piece to farm. You need the Isochronals for Phoenix? Yeah, 100%. Again, you've got another node that gives you the damage catalysts and also the laser torches for tech people and stuff. This node gives you the Celestial Lattices for Mystics, which I'm actually going to need to farm this for Ghost Rider, who I'm trying to get to T14 at the moment. Here's the big one. This is huge. This is huge. The Marrow Extracts for bio characters. Right now, Carnage is my number one focus to get to T14 for DD3. So the Marrow Extracts are huge for him. Next node, you've got Superior Phosphates. Again, it's another bio piece. And then the last one here is the Omnium Ore for tech. And look at this! You can farm Negasonic. That's wild. That's huge, right? You can farm Thor here. He used to just be Raid Store. That's huge. So, big deal. Anyway, I've been working on trying to level up Yo-Yo to 3-star this, because I'm trying to farm this big time. So, while I am happy to do this also, as you can see, I'm okay here for now. I just used the ones I had of this, so I have 0, so I gotta do more of this. So we're gonna try this. You just got Thor to 7, congrats. Congrats. Asgardians are strong. Avengers just got the rework. If you don't have the full Asgardians, Thor's a great choice. He is. So here's the team I'm using. It's a little modified from the team that was recommended to me. Stamp recommended using Yo-Yo, and I think he used Shield Medic actually in this last spot. Now for Yo-Yo to shine, you can't have a protector. Invisible Woman is a great choice, but she's a protector. So Yo-Yo won't shine if you use Invisible Woman. If she's powerful enough, it might make sense to use her anyway, but in this case, my Invisible Woman isn't that powerful, so I'm not going to use her. I am using Nick Fury for a number of reasons he's useful, and we'll talk it through as we go. But the one thing that should be noted is he can summon characters that are protectors that'll then invalidate Yo-Yo. So you don't want to actually use his summon unless Yo-Yo happens to die. And then you can also use Fantastic Four for this node. So I would be using Cap, mind you. I would actually be using Cap to beef up Thor. But my Cap is kind of low. My Human Torch, my Johnny Storm here, he's a bit higher and he packs a punch, so I'm using him instead. But I may change that down the road, but that's where we are right now. This is a tough node, by the way. I feel this is a tough node. It depends on your team, obviously, and your power level, but for the characters I have available to me, this is a tough node. Mainly because of Taskmaster here. He's a real pain in the ass. So alright, so we hit the field here. So, first character I'm going to focus on is actually going to be Captain America, because I don't want him throwing defense up all over the place. That's a problem for me. I'm going to go ahead, there's no timer here, so we can talk things out a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and use Nick Fury's special to give himself defense up, which he already starts the battle with because he's got another shield ally, but it doesn't matter. He's then going to spread any buffs on him to all allies, which is a big deal. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Bam. He gives them all the buffs. Then we're going to look over here. This is Yo-Yo's special. She's going to attack the primary target and then bonus attack, and then two times. So 3 attacks on one target, and then we'll repeat that on 2 additional targets. So we're going to go ahead and just hit people. Again, she didn't do a lot of damage because my Yo-Yo is pretty low power also. Johnny Storm, the Human Torch is up. We're going to go ahead and put some damage on Cap here, and that'll be noticeable damage. Alright, so you see my Yo-Yo again is kind of weak. She's already getting pummeled. We're going to use Iron Man's AoE here to just throw damage on people. and we're going to throw out Thor's chain attack. Oh, didn't chain, did a lot of that. Oh, there you go. There's the chain. Yeah, but we lost Johnny. That was unfortunate. So that means we're not 3-starring it already, but we lost Yo-Yo too. Damn. Since we lost Yo-Yo, we'll go ahead and summon with Nick Fury. Wow. So much damage. This is a really tough node. We're gonna stealth Iron Man, try to keep him alive. Although I think this battle may already be a loss. RNG did not play out in our favor on that one. Yep, there you go. Damn. I like the Yo-Yo offense down, but I'm wondering if I should actually... Oh, no, I don't want to do this one. I'm wondering if I should actually attempt to use Captain America in her place. She's considerably stronger, but the Wave 1 Avenger bonuses might be strong enough to offset it. I'm going to try it. We're going to do a little experimentation, see how this works out. Okay. So we are... See, notice we don't have Yo-Yo there. He's not starting with defense up, but we're going to give him defense up and then spread his defense up and speed up. Put some damage on Cap here. Alright, now what we're going to do... We're going to taunt with Cap. And when Cap takes damage, Thor's going to get these charges here. Which he'll get a passive attack when he fills up his charges. This is going to be a miss because Thor was blinded. But he gets the passive pop back. Alright, we're gonna stun task. Oh, it didn't stun. There you go. Alright, didn't matter. Didn't matter in the end. Alright, we've really got to try to take out Crossbones quickly because otherwise they're going to use their AoE and just pummel us absolutely. So we're going to throw Thor's chain attack there. We're going to throw an AoE with Human Torch. We're going to stealth Thor and try to keep him alive. Alright, we dropped one of the two Crossbones. Let's see if we can drop the other one. That'll more or less guarantee us a win. Spread these positive effects. Alright, good. We dropped the other Crossbones. That was a big deal. It's actually not looking great. Yeah, damn. Closer, but no cigar. I think I'm still going to have to level up. I think what I've decided is I want to level up Cap for this one. Because being able to charge and utilize Thor's passive on that is going to be a bigger deal, I think. We're actually going to jump out of this for now. I'm going to save that energy for the moment. We're going to go ahead and do DD3. We're getting close. We're getting close to pushing through node 3 here. Last attack I did was a big one. We managed to take out a couple characters, so I'm hoping that trend continues. I know that my damage will increase considerably once I get Carnage to T14, which is why that's been such a big focus for me. Okay, we're gonna start by slowing everybody, which should increase the damage that we can put out through this. Am I finding a big difference with Punisher's increase? Yeah, actually, I am. It depends on if he survives or not. The problem with DD3 is, based on what people's cooldowns look like, you can get creamed without people even really getting a chance to do anything, which sucks. Alright, I don't want Deadpool to heal. I'm going to try to take him out. Good. Awesome. Alright, this is going to be big damage here. Phoenix and Minerva are the only two characters in the game that do a big % enemy health damage attack, which is why both of them are vital to have in Dark Dimension 3. So we're gonna do a whole bunch of damage with that. That's a nice shot. We just lost Symbiote Spidey. I'm gonna try to figure out who I want to take out here. Everyone's got high speed bar. I think I'm going to try to take out Miss Marvel. We just took out a bunch of characters. Normally Punisher would not have done that prior to the 10% damage increase he got. See, that's what I was afraid of, that damn heal on her. Alright, the important thing was we got a bunch of characters out off the field, but it sucks that Miss Marvel got the heal. Let's see how we're sitting here. 3.89 million. That's not bad. I'll take that. In fact, I'm wondering, do I want to... I think I'm going to heal and do another one today. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. No, I do think that Punisher's damage increase makes a really big deal for the character. I think it definitely affects your order of operations in some of the Ultimus 7 nodes, actually. Because he's just a much more significant target now. Where am I here? Here we go. How do I want to do this? Alright, we got defense down on Miss Marvel. Want to keep it on her and see how far we can push. Not bad, not bad. I mean, the nice thing that lasts between these fights is ability energy. Basically, what I find is... so, Rico, this is called Dark Dimension. They just throw you against an obscene amount of enemies. A lot of which are the same enemies. And you've got... It's like an endurance thing. You just have to keep fighting through it. I've been at this for probably 2 weeks. I'm on the 3rd node. It's going to take me a few months to get through this, but if you get through it, the rewards that you get are just absurd. They're just so good. So you whittle away. You whittle away. This one's an okay node. The individual nodes have rewards also when you clear them. I'm looking forward to this one. The node I'm currently on will give me gold, which is nice, but this node will give me this 5 red star promotion that I'm really interested in. All right. So, the question becomes, do I want to commit to getting Yo-Yo up for this campaign node? Or do I want to pivot and try to get Cap up? Yeah, Dark Dimension's very hard, Rico. But the rewards are very much worth it. Where the hell is my Cap? He's right around here somewhere. There he is. He's only 21. Oh, you know what? Just by putting into some of his abilities, I might actually be able to beef him up. 20% max health, that's a big deal. Let's see what else we can get for him here. If I can farm some of these for him. Yeah, I guess we'll just farm this one. How are we doing on campaign energy? Oh, that's a refresh. Okay. That will increase his health significantly. And then we can bump this even more. That's going to be a huge increase to his health. And he gives that health to Thor and Iron Man now. That changes the conversation. Alright, what else do we have? Inspire. Grant ability energy, that's helpful. Speed bar, yeah, I forgot. Some of these changes are really good changes. I think we're gonna have to go with him almost. That gets him to 25k. What am I doing on gold here? I'm actually gonna open a gold orb. I don't... Of course I got a shitty pull. That was punishment for being stupid. I normally don't like doing it, but I want to make another run at that node. I'm just going to see if I can't get Cap in ship shape before I do. No thank you. Alright, where are we? Cap. Here, let me actually favorite him so he'll be at the top here and I don't have to worry about it. Cap. Alright. I think probably leveling his abilities is going to get me more bang for my buck. We're going to do this for the speed increase. Yeah, that changes things. An extra 7k power. Let's see if we can't bump him a little more. Oh yeah, is he still on blue gear? Oh my god, yeah, I can do that. Let's do that. I've been saving those stupid orbs that I normally don't need at all. Let's do that. Let's open a few. We still have ages before the next orb opening milestone, so we can open a few of these. Yeah, Shara, what would I do without Shara? That's really the existential crisis that I have of what would I do without Shara. I don't know. I don't have an answer. It wouldn't be good, though. It wouldn't be pretty. Got ourselves another Emma Frost shard out of that. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. A little bit of extra damage can't hurt. Yeah, this stuff's... the purple gear we're not going to be able to pull extra of. Yeah, we can open a couple more blue orbs, though. Make another run at that for sure. Oh, that was a nice pull. I think that should do it for us. Let me take a look. No, huh? Which am I missing again? Alright, we need more of the injectors. The improved syringe. Okay. At least now I know what I'm looking for. Improved syringe. Nope. Try again. Nope. There we go. Alright, we're good. No more. Saving the rest. Alright, so we give him another piece. Increases damage slightly. Now we can try again. Now we've made a change. We can try again. We'll go to campaigns. We'll go to our Do More campaign. Alright, let's try this. So, yeah, I think we're going to stick with this team. Yeah, I'm going to try it. Let's try it. If not, you know what else I may try? I may try ditching Johnny and leaning into Hulk a little bit for the extra Wave 1 Avenger benefits. But we're going to see how this does. We will see. I'm feeling better about this now that we just sank a little bit of investment into Cap here. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, so first things first, let's get those buffs spread out. Hit Cap for some damage. Oh, I'm like, why do I have my stuff? It's because he gave me the ability energy. That makes a big difference, guys. The ability energy generation is huge. Taking out Taskmaster may have just won me the node. I don't know if it will or not, but it may have. Alright, we're not running Yo-Yo, so we can go ahead and summon here. We'll get Iron Man's AoE out there. Nice. Alright, that was actually good for us. It took out the minion instead of Cap here. Nice. Okay. We lost Johnny. Alright, something. I think we still at least may clear the node. We just won't 3-star it, but I think we can clear it. Get defense up on everyone. We can actually clear some positive effects with Cap Shield. Boom! Big hits from Thor. Yeah. Alright, so we cleared the node for rewards, but we just didn't 3-star it, so we can't auto it yet. I think that was the right move, though. I think, honestly, I think we should take a look at Hulk now. If we can get Hulk high enough that I think he won't get murked out the gate. Giving him the additional, yeah, dude, I like it. Giving him the extra, giving Thor and Cap the extra Avenger benefits, I think makes sense. So let's, the Avengers rework was huge. It's really big. Where is our Hulk? He's going to be super tiny right now. He's like 14k or something. Yeah, here he is. Alright, so what do I got here? More of these? Alright, let's open some more orbs then. Damn it! At least I was saving these for a reason, right? We want more of the injector is good. Alright, we got a few. Let's see where we are now. Oh, yeah, now he's going to be at the top. Not enough gold. Give him that at least. Let's see. Our quickest way to gold is... I still have more of that? I did not realize that. Oh wow, I can work on him too. Alright, whatever. Don't get distracted, Dan. Pay attention. How am I doing on these? Yeah, we can't do any more of those. We can, however, get some stuff for Emma here. I think I'll just go for him for the mercenary event. Alright. Whatever. Alright. We have a plan at least. Let me get out to myself. Hulk. For Doom 1-7. We will go back and 3-star that later. I'm feeling much more confident. We can actually increase Hulk's gear tier here. I wonder where his survivability is compared to Cap right now. 68k health, Cap's rocking. Oh, you know what? Shit. Maybe we try it again. Yeah, let's try it again. $1-7, here we go. Then we're going to take a look at these bonuses and why it matters. Alright, so we got these Avengers bonuses, right? Thor heals himself every turn, and the percent he heals himself for increases by 5% per Asgardian or Wave 1 Avenger ally. Right? Wave 1 Avenger allies includes Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, and the Hulk. So that's pretty good. In addition, whenever whenever somebody who's not Thor, who's a Wave 1 Avenger ally, gets hit, Thor gets a speed bar increase and gains charged. When he gets 5 charged, he attacks all enemies for 260% damage and generates an ability energy for himself, which is huge. Captain America gets increased block chance and block amount. Or no, I'm sorry, gets increased... Yeah, block chance per Avenger ally. Pretty great. If an Avenger ally dies, he heals allies for a percent of his max health, and he and other Wave 1 Avenger allies get max health, which is great. Iron Man gets increased damage for each Avenger ally, so this is pretty good. And then Hulk rather, he gets speed bar when people attack Wave 1 Avenger allies, so this is pretty good. He also gets counters and stuff, so we're gonna try this. We're gonna see how we do. I'm hurting for gold a little, Shara. That's why I'm not pushing him any farther for the moment. If I don't 3-star it with this team as is, I have a plan now, so I'm gonna beef up Hulk a little more and beef up Cap a little more, and then I should be able to do it within the week. But again, we cleared the node, but I want to be able to auto it every day to farm those the marrow. There's so many really good bio characters in the game that are worth taking to gear tier 14, so the marrow is just super important. You need like 150 per character or something. It's crazy. All right, buffs on everybody. First charge for Thor. Alright, we're gonna taunt with Thor here. With Hulk, rather. Throw an AoE out from Iron Man. Miss with Thor, of course. Yeah, we lost Hulk. He's just too squishy right now. He's got a lot of health, but his armor isn't super high. We're still gonna play it out, see if we can at least beat it for rewards, but... He got punched into oblivion, Reiko. That's where he went off to. Punched into purgatory. I mean, Iron Man's doing a lot more damage with the extra Avenger allies. Whatever. We're gonna lose Cap anyway. Should at least generate the ability energy, if nothing else. Hulk is supposed to be very strong, but my Hulk is not. Hulk used to be, unfortunately, like, Hulk was actually considered a pretty decent character when the game came out, and because of power creep, he just became invalidated. And so for a very long time, Hulk really was not useful at all. For like the last 2 years, really. But they literally just in the most recent patch did a rework for what they call Wave 1 Avengers, which Hulk is a member of. And now Hulk is worth having, but I just haven't invested in him. So realistically, for my Hulk to be able to do anything in that node, he should be sitting at somewhere in the neighborhood between 30 and 40,000 power. And I think mine is now at like, yeah, 16. So he's way underpowered. My Thor is in good shape. Thor's 66k. He's right where he needs to be for that node. Iron Man is in a similar place, though lower. Iron Man's... Oh, no, he's 40. So 40 is okay. Like, 40, this is an acceptable level for him to be at for that node. My Cap has a ways to go still. My Cap is now almost 30. So I realistically would like to see him at 40. I'd like to see him at 40. and that should be what I need to 3-star the node. But because the other thing is your power level is also restricting your ability to level up your abilities and stuff, right? So yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. We'll be all right. What do we got here? Let's hit some of these, get them some more stuff and some more gold along the way to level them up. Okay, alright. Alright, I think that's it for this account. I'm actually going to switch over to the baby free-to-play account at this point. So we're going to switch over right now. We've got a good lead in war, so I don't need to pay too close attention to that at the moment. So for the next half hour or so, we're going to play on the baby account and then go from there. Cool. Alright. Just checking the Discord quick. For those of you who aren't in the Discord yet, you should definitely jump in. Cool place full of cool people. Also, you know what? While I got a minute, I will push MGA. I sometimes forget. I know I've got my Stream Elements thing to just shout about it once in a while, but you should definitely check out the PWW MGA Discord as well. There are some really great streamers that are part of this group, including Dr. Zeppers, who was in chat before. Rico is one of the great streamers of PWWMGA. Not everybody on this list streams. Toyota Canada and Rook are both moderators. Fluffy streams, Sith Lord Fluffy streams MSF though. And you should definitely check him out when you get a chance. So happy to be a part of them. I got the logo down in the bottom right of this overlay here. Just a great group of people. The real aim of the group, yeah, Dr. Z, Dr. Zeppers, one of the fine MGA streamers here. They're there to answer any questions you have about the game. It's really aimed at being a place of sharing information and theory crafting and advice for newer players and things like that. So it's a really cool group. This is my baby account. I don't have a very deep roster at the moment. There's a little more than that. Those are just favorited characters. But it's not a very deep roster. A lot of the characters are very weak. But the whole purpose of this is really to sort of use it as a teaching thing. Don't ask me anything about MSF, but ask me what I think Galaxy of Heroes. Absolutely. We do have people who specialize in different games. And specialize in different aspects of the games. But in any case, I do have to say, I don't always stream this baby account. But while we're here, I do want to just give a shout out to the members of the new alliance in the cluster that this account is the alliance leader of. We're currently clearing to 30 or sometimes even 60% Ultimus 4, which doesn't seem like a huge thing, but given the fact that like more than half of the accounts in the alliance are less than 2 weeks old, that's actually a pretty big deal. So Yes. You know, the reason I chose this name, so my main account is Thunder Brawl, and the leader of the alliance that Thunder Brawl is in, Rage Cake Incorporated, has always just called me Brawlhalla. So when I made this account, I said that would be a missed opportunity if I don't actually take the name Brawlhalla. So that is the origin of that. What am I doing here? Oh, speaking of, I think I have to launch the new raids. Yes, they just finished, so we will go ahead and do that. We're going to launch another Ultimus 4. Enter and launch. And then we have to launch... Do we have the tickets for beta? We do not yet. I will launch that one tomorrow. Alright, so we did launch Ultimus 4. We are going to do some of that in a little bit. But let me just make sure I did that. Okay, yeah. Alright, so one thing I do want to do on this baby account is show you guys the arena. I am currently rank 8 in my cluster in the arena, which again is pretty impressive because this is a free-to-play account. And just looking at some of the characters these other accounts have available, it is very likely that they bought early offers, so they are not necessarily free-to-play accounts that I'm up against. But if you focus farm characters, you can remain relevant. I think anything above rank 50 is certainly what I would call very relevant in the arena scene. Do I want to try to go against this? This is kind of a scary one. I don't know if I want to challenge that guy. Optimus is one of the proud members of this alliance who's doing a great job. Cheers to you, Optimus. Cheers to you, man. I'm going to try the little over 3k punch up. I don't know that it's going to end well, but I'm going to try it. So the current team I'm using in Arena is Thor and Cap, which again we just went over why Wave 1 Avengers got the rework. They're amazing. I use Crossbones. Crossbones is a Hydra character who's a villain who just... his damage potential is really high, especially in the early game. His AoE damage. I just unlocked Mantis, so she still is coming up through the ranks, but she's a solid healer. Yeah, emotes. And then Punisher got the damage boost, so he's a blaster that's worth having. So we're going to try this team, picking into that. The team we're picking into has got some stronger synergies going, so it's a little bit of a tall order, but we're going to try it and see how we do. Alright, so I'm less concerned about Yo-Yo, only because, oh, they took out Cap immediately. That sucked. That was a big opening round there. Yo-Yo won't be putting the automatic offense down on people because they have Luke Cage on the team. I'm going to try to take Thor out first. He represents the biggest damage potential on the team. We're going to go ahead and transfer health to Crossbones. Yeah, I'm going to AoE. Alright. This defense down is killing me right now. We lost Mantis. Oh my goodness, so much damage. So again, the big thing is this synergy is what I was afraid of, and that's what's coming through right now. You've got Thor, who normally gets a % damage increase, and then is getting additional damage increase from Hela and Loki. The three of them are self-healing every turn. based on how many Asgardians on the field, and you've got the 3 of them. That alone is a really strong combo. Then you've got Luke Cage to put defense up, and you've got Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo's kind of an interesting choice. I don't know why they did that with the Protector on the team, but she's still an okay damage dealer who has a lot of attacks and a high dodge rate. So overall, this is just a tough team to go against, but it was as terrible as it was the least oppressive of my choices. So, and we got rolled. It is what it is. 3K when you're at max level is not a big punch up. 3K at a low level is actually a pretty big punch up. So we're going to stay at rank 8 right there. And that's okay. Rank 8 still gives a lot of arena tickets. My ticket generation is good enough that like I can get at least 3 characters every 2 days. Like I shouldn't say 3 characters, but I can get 3 5-shard character purchases each day. Every other day, rather. Alright, so I just unlocked Mantis, and while I will need to keep farming her for Star-Lord eventually, I think I'm going to shift gears to try to unlock Gamora here as part of building that team. So that's what I want to do there. Here, the best economy, the best bang for your buck with your raid tickets is just going to be to open raid orbs. So my goal right now with the raid store is to unlock Rocket Raccoon for the Guardians of the Galaxy team, but Rocket doesn't come around that often, and when he does, he comes around for this 1400 ticket number. Instead, for 900, you get multiple character shards. This is the best economy for your money. Sometimes you get unlucky and you pull shitty characters, but it's still the best, especially for a new account, because you just unlock characters that way. It's the best way to do it. And unlocking the characters, for a 1-star character, it's 100 gold. I think a 2-star character, I want to say, is 1,000 gold. It's not that much in the grand scheme of things. It's worth just unlocking every character you get. It doesn't mean you should level up every character you get, because some characters are essentially worthless in the current meta, but just to deepen your roster and give yourself options, even if it's just a losing team for Blitz, it's worth it. It makes sense. You have Jim Wayne coming as well, and yeah, I'm proud of my Thon. He's T3 tough, worked hard on him. Nice. Nice. Right now in Arena, I'm focused on Drax. Again, working on that Guardians of the Galaxy team. Nobody I'm going to pick up right now from Red Star offers. Alright, so I think, yeah, I already picked that up. Cool. We're in good shape. Let's go ahead and do some raid nodes here. Wampa was made for my buddy Rook. Rook is amazing. I do like Rook. He's a really nice guy. It is so tough to be free to play in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Honestly, I've already put it down. I played it for... I think I played it for 3 months or 4 months. And full disclaimer, I bought the $100 hyper speed package or whatever that gives you a whole bunch of characters at 5 stars. If I hadn't done so, I would... Yeah, but you've been playing for 3 years, Rico. The problem is getting in now is so tough. The Hyperdrive bundle. Yeah, but the problem... So I bought the Hyperdrive bundle, and I still felt I was insignificant. Like, joining an alliance and stuff, I couldn't participate in the raids because I didn't have 7-star characters. Like, it's so tough if you're getting in late in the game to be relevant in Star Wars. If you've been playing from the beginning, from the get, or playing for a number of years, and you're free-to-play, that's fine. Because chances are you've got a bunch of characters that are 7-starred and can do stuff and can be relevant. But starting and never doing any purchases, like not doing the Hyperdrive bundle, free-to-play is so tough in Star Wars. In MSF, like, we've got people that are relevant in our alliance that are only a couple months old that are free-to-play. You can't do that in yeah, and I'm talking about the main alliance, like the end game alliance. We have people that are still participating. You can't do that in Star Wars. Yeah, you have to stick with a low level alliance as a new player in Star Wars. The guilds, as they're called, I guess. Anyway, we're gonna jump into raid here. I'm not knocking Star Wars, by the way. It's a good game. I enjoyed the mechanics. I like Marvel better. I'm not even saying I like Marvel better than Star Wars. I like both franchises, but from game mechanics, I like MSF better. The problem I see now in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is new accounts focus on GAC and are tough to fit into regular progression guilds. At least that's my perspective. Even the regular progression guilds. When I made my account, I joined a guild planning to do regular progression. It wasn't a brand new guild because I'd gotten the hyperdrive, so I joined what I would say is probably like a low mid-tier sort of guild. Like they were doing relevant stuff, max level stuff, and I still couldn't participate in all except for like one raid. It was tough. It was tough, and yeah, 50 people, all with varied perspective on how to proceed. I'm not going to order this. I'm actually going to play it. MSF is less the same. Like, it's a learning curve, obviously, and you have to figure out how things work. But there's a couple major differences in MSF from Galaxy of Heroes. One being that in Galaxy of Heroes, if you don't have a character maxed out, max level, max gear tier, with significant mods, I guess they're called, they're useless, essentially. You can't really use them in a lot of the content. In Marvel Strike Force, there are some characters that you never need to star up. I mean, you can use Minerva. If you get Minerva's gear tier up and she's a low star level, it doesn't matter. She's still super usable in anything. And also in Star Wars, I noted there were so many events that it was like, you specifically need 7-star Jawas. You need 7-star bounty hunters. You need 7-star this. And if you didn't have that tag, it didn't matter what your roster looked like. You were kind of stuck. In Marvel, there's a lot of options. It's like you could use Avengers or this one or that one or AIM or Brotherhood or whatever. Like, it gives you a lot of choices so that you can build your roster in a way that you can participate in essentially almost everything. The need for 7-star, etc. is mainly pushed because some players get them there instantly. I know, it's crazy. A 4-star character won't do well against a 7-star. I don't disagree. But in Marvel Strike Force, you can. In Marvel Strike Force, the star level is less important. It's not unimportant, but it's less important. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes does ride on the back of Krakens. Look, there's lots of Krakens in Marvel too, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that the game can't be cash grabby. It can. But of the 4 major team building mobile games I've played, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Marvel Strike Force, Disney Sorcerer's Arena, and Raid Shadow Legends, Marvel, I used to, by the way, complain incessantly about Marvel. Oh, it's so cash grabby, this, that. Before I played those other games. Having played all 4 games, I honestly can say I feel like Marvel is the least cash grabby of the games. It's also worth noting, by the way, that Marvel Strike Force, Scopely / Foxnext games have really made major strides in the last 6 months to improve this game, making characters more attainable, new characters, so that you don't have to wait 6 months to a year to get them. Marvel's cash grabbiness is ads. Yeah, I don't disagree. But I get the ads, right? It's a freemium game. They make their money off people buying the offers. I get that. It's a little annoying, but like I can live with that. When I say cash grabby, usually what I'm considering cash grabby is like, do I need to spend money to progress in the game, right? So, Raid Shadow Legends, if you don't spend money in Raid Shadow Legends to ensure that you get legendary characters, you will never be relevant. You will never be relevant. No, totally. I agree with you, Zeppers. That is their cash grabbiness, is that they try to shove these offers down your throat. After I do this fight, I'm also going to show you guys something that you guys who are newer to MSF probably don't even realize, but like, they give these bullshit numbers about like save 60%, and it's meaningless. It's absolutely meaningless. Never go off of that. They try to sell you these things by telling you it's a great offer. It's not. Before you ever buy any offer, ask people who are veterans if it's a good offer or not, who've been around the block and seen stuff, and they'll tell you what really is or isn't a good offer. They just completely make shit up with the percent off offers. Here, let's jump into it and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So like this doesn't say any percent off, right? This is actually a good offer. It's an expensive offer, but you automatically unlock and get these 5 characters who are good characters at 4 stars. That's a good offer, right? For newer players. This offer, $25, 5 characters, 100 shard each. Again, you get a 3-star team. This is a good offer. Because a lot of offers are like you get 50 shards of one character for $25, $30, right? So this is a good offer. Then you scroll down here and you see these offers that are like here, get over 75% off, $30 for 100. People, and a lot of the big name streamers in MSF have done endless stuff about this. Like, this is a trash offer. This is a horrible value, a horrible economy worth for your dollar offer. And they just love throwing these percent offs, and they're meaningless. Because they'll also do something that'll be like better deals, and they'll say it's less percent off, or worse deals, and they'll say it's more percent off. They just make up these numbers. These numbers mean zilch. They mean nothing. So that's kind of funny. Correct. Yeah, get 100 Wolverine shards, $25, or get them for free, but get them now for $25. But you know what? I mean, so that's part of it, right? I like that. I like when a game says spending money won't get you something other people can't get. It'll just get you something faster. You pay for convenience. I like that freemium model. Give me the choice. Give me the choice of taking the slow road and not spending money, or getting it right now, right? I want it now. Spend your money. Sure. Because time is money, friend, right? So tell me that I can convert money into time in this game, and that's all I care about, and that's fine. What I hate is when you say you can't get this without money, or you can't realistically get this without money, and you need this, right? So again, the example I gave in Raid is legendary characters. Very, 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 very difficult to get legendary characters without spending money, and if you don't have them, you're meaningless. Corporate America making up numbers? What? Yeah, no, look, Zeppers, like I said, this account that I'm playing on now, in the alliance that you're in, this is free to play. I'm totally with you, free to play, let's do it. It's just about, like, knowing how to economically, in a way, you know, spend your energy and stuff like that to do free to play in a way that's focused, and like you're unlocking the right characters to speed up your progression through the game and stuff. Because the game is, most of these games are very momentum driven, right? Like, the stronger you get, the easier it is to get resources, which means it's easier to level up other characters, and you just, it becomes momentum, right? But anyway, so Raid Shadow Legends is cash grabbing in that way. Star Wars, again, it's like there's so many characters and you need to max them out. And how do you do that? You do that either through years and years and years and years and years of play, or spending money, right? Yeah, most of the people in our collective alliances spend very little, if any. I don't think I spend that much, but Shara has enlightened me that on my main account I am a whale. I acknowledge that. I spend about $70 to $100 a month, I'd say, on my main account. And I spend the most out of the alliance, I think. Most of the people spend less than that, if any. Alright, we're good on that. We're going to open this orb that we got here. Let's jump back into it. We were in the middle of our raid. Let's do that. I'm already getting a lot farther. Again, this account is, I want to say, 2 weeks old. when I started, I couldn't clear a single node in Ultimus 4, and now we're chucking through, doing a whole bunch. You spent a little the 99-cent offers, you're not used to that. Yeah, no, I hear you. That's the other thing. I find a lot of the offers are, and I've heard this, by the way. This is not just coming from me. Also, like, Mr. Jigabachi is in our main alliance. He's a Star Wars guy. Big Star Wars guy. He's been playing for years and years. Streams Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes to a whole bunch of viewers. He has spoken highly of the way Marvel structures their offers and stuff. And the bang, yeah, you know him. So the bang for your buck in the Marvel Strike Force offers tends to, according to him, who knows better than I do, tends to be better than Star Wars. An example he gave was like unlocking a character, and he's like, in Marvel you can unlock a character for $25. A similar thing would cost you $100. I think he said $100 in Star Wars. So Marvel's offers, even though they're a bit cash grabby, tend to be better value, which is nice. Alright, we're going to try to stun Ultron here. We got the stun off. That was helpful. Oh, there's no such thing as buying something that unlocks the character. He was saying something like that. I forget exactly. I don't want to misquote him here. But I remember him specifically talking about being able to unlock a character for $25 was something that was very attractive in Marvel compared to Star Wars. You buy a random pack with a chance to win the shards that will unlock the character. Yeah, there's a similar mechanic to that in Disney Sorcerer's Arena as well. I mean, Marvel does that too. I shouldn't say that. Marvel does that also. They do character orbs. I normally forget about them because they typically are worse value compared to the offers that it's just like spend $25 and you get the shards necessary to unlock the character. Let's throw this group heal here. A 7-star new character in Galaxy of Heroes costs around $250 to $300. That sounds about right. So something Jigabachi and I have talked about is that if you were to just try to buy your way to a character in Marvel Strike Force, which is easier said than done, but if you can do it, it probably costs about the same amount as Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. $250 to $300 sounds about right. But what Marvel does that Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes doesn't do is gives you an easy path to ownership of the character at a reasonable cost. Okay, we're going to go ahead and taunt here and get that defense up. Who do I want to stun? Let's stun Korath. And then we're going to try to kill Oracle. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. The addition of Mantis. Mantis is actually specialized for raid healing. She makes a really big difference if you can get her. She gets extra heals and stuff like that, which is nice. Shara, I bought a few new characters. I got Beast when he came out. It was worth getting for me. I got Cyclops when he first came out. I'm a big X-Men guy, if you can't tell. There's a theme here. I got Emma when she first came out because that made a really big difference for my war defense that I was trying to push. And then the only other time I really spend on character shards, I typically don't do it when they first come out. When I've spent is typically because it will open a gateway to a legendary character for me. So like I spent $25 to get Sif to 5-star to get Black Bolt, which has been huge for me. You guys have seen me using him on stream. I haven't even gotten him to the gear tier he should be at, and he already does immense work on my team. I spent $25 on Karnak, so that next time Ebony Maw rolls around, I'm going to get him at 5 stars. That's going to be huge for me because I now will have a full Black Order team. Oh, you might need me on my main account there? Alright, after I do this last attack on my baby account, I'll hop back over to the main account to quickly knock out an attack for you guys. We'll just heal here. I think we're going to do this, because we'll kill Rocket. There you go. And Thor. I didn't think we were going to get Thor, too. That was actually a good shot. So, yeah, this is a big deal. Less than 2-week-old account. Dudash is trolling because he doesn't play this game. So, yes, Dudash has not spent a single dollar on this game. How much do you... I'm going to ask a personal question. You don't have to answer. How much do you spend on DSA? Dudash. Because I don't think you can make that claim on DSA. Alright, I'm going to switch over accounts now. How we doing? I just want to check the percentage here. 12% already. And I'm off to a good start. I see Daniel. Another one of our MGA guys in here. Daniel stepping up, doing some damage. Optimus. You were in the chat before. Yeah. Has anyone seen Dudash? I just see a Dudash-shaped hole in the wall. No, we don't. Alright, we're going to switch back to the main account now, so that I can hit something in the war. I am so sorry, Dudash. I did not realize Dudash is a she. I genuinely apologize. What does Dudash stand for? And is it actually Dudash or is it DU dash? What is going on here? Why does this not want to close? Close. Oh, good to know. I'm glad to have been corrected. Thank you, Dudash. Am I pronouncing it correctly at least? Let's get Bluestacks back up and running here. Okay, nice. Very cool. Look at that. People connecting with people. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, should I get the... Oh yeah, we got the volume on. Alright. Doc Ock. I am a little disappointed I'm not going to get Doc Ock first go round, because my X-Force are not high enough. But now that we can form... Negasonic Teenage Warhead, I'm hoping that the next time he rolls around I'll be able to get him. Because I will farm Negasonic in the Doom War campaign. I'm hoping that... Oh, so the last one's going to be Domino. I gotta check what she's going to be. She's from the event, right? Yeah, so I think the second time he comes around I might be able to get him. I am not going to be spending money to unlock Zemo. I like the idea that Zemo creates a second Hydra team that can challenge the Red Skull team, but you're not the first to do that, but it's all good. It's a name that confuses everyone. Yeah, you know what? I think I was like my eyes were just creating an E after the DUD, and I thought your name was Dude Ash, and that's why I think I made the assumption. But shame on me, shouldn't have made the assumption. Like I said, happy to be corrected. All right, Shara, you claimed you need me in war. Where do I need to go? Direct me. Bridge. Our bridge or their bridge? You need me to take out their bridge? You need me to bolster ours? What are we doing? Both. All of the above. Oh, they rolled... Oh, I'm not on the bridge anymore. I'm like, they rolled me. I'm not on the bridge, though, so... They didn't. Ooh, going for that Wave 1 Avenger team. Yeah, I'm going to boost that. Boop. Screw it. Let's boost everything. You get a boost. You get a boost. And, oh, and you want me to punch somebody in the throat. Let's do that too. Give that boost like Oprah. Punch someone in the throat. Check and check. Thank you, Roro, for the follow. Much appreciated. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Looks like Stamp will handily take out that team. Alright, so we have boosted defenders. Oh, I gotta spend more war energy. Fine. Who do I even have left? I used up a lot of attacks. It's too late. I spent it. Now I have to do it. It's all good. It's totally fine. It's what it's there for, right? May as well use it. I'm not gonna hoard the stuff. No, it's... What else am I gonna spend my Blitz tickets on? I have most of those characters at 7 stars. It's fine. Alright, I think we're gonna use a hodgepodge Guardians team. Maybe with Thanos? I don't know if this team will take them or not, but maybe it'll butter them up. We'll find out. Whatever, we'll try. We'll give it the old college try. If I fail, I'll butter them up and Stamp will come curb stomp them. We'll be fine. Just trying to think the best thing to do. I think that we've definitely got to take out I'm worried about the sustain Iron Fist is going to give them, but Punisher's damage is absurd. And he doesn't get as good of a heal from Iron Fist. I think we have to try to take out Punisher first. I don't know that we're going to even be able to get around them. This is going to be the moment of truth. If this doesn't do anything, then I don't think we're going to be able to get through them. Alright, that was decent. My goal is to... I don't think I'm going to be able to take out Punisher. My goal was to take out Punisher, because if I can do that, then whoever comes in after me should easily roll these guys, but... damn it, no. You get that heal from... You know what, I'm not going to waste them. Because if I need to bring them in the 11th hour, I'd rather have them than spend them. If I could have taken out Punisher, I would have let it slide, but I'm just going to quit out. It's fine. Food for thought, newer guys in MSF, in war, when the time comes, if you're not doing it yet. If you quit a war battle before it's over, you still spent the war energy to attack it, but you didn't use up the team. It's like normally you used up your team that you used. In this case, the team I used wasn't used up. They go back into reserves. Alright guys, on that note, it's been 2 hours. It's been a really good stream. I'm really happy you guys stopped by tonight. We got to chat it up a little bit, spend some time together, all good. No problem. No problem. So, streaming schedule. Tomorrow morning, we've got the Werewolf the Forsaken stream with storyteller Chris Allen. That will start at around 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll run until about 2 p.m. As usual. Monday will be the Isle again. I'm still deciding. Yeah, sure. We can rate Escape Podcast for sure. Stick around, guys. That's what we're going to do. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for the Tuesday and or Thursday streams right now. I haven't been really feeling Disney Sorcerer's Arena from a streaming standpoint. I'm still kind of too new in the game, and I'm just sort of autopilot on that game at the moment. I'm thinking about maybe adding Sea of Thieves as a more regular stream or something of that nature. But in the meantime, Monday will still be the Isle. So if you're just into the video game stuff, Monday's the next time we'll be streaming video game stuff, Monday evening. Tomorrow morning we've got the usual tabletop stuff, and we'll go from there. And then Wednesday evening will be the next Marvel Strike Force stream. In the meantime, if you haven't joined the Discord server yet, like I said, make sure you do. There's a lot of knowledgeable people in there to help give advice or just theory craft with or chat with or whatever else. And I'm going to wrap up the stream. We're going to go to our stream ending screen, play a little end roll music. But in the meantime, I'm going to set up jumping over to raid Escape Podcast. So please stick around, and I will see you guys on the next one.
way to fast track up levels, farm lots of character shards, and all of that. And so, you know, $24 for 2,400 energy for $20 is about a push. But then you're going to get some free gold star, which is worth about $3. We've got some war tickets that's probably worth about $3, and then we've got a swarm